I think we need this. Hip hop sales have been going down, 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 down. And the major labels now. Independently, people like Macklemore have been selling his ass out his ass. I don't even know what kind of term that is, but it's showing right there that the major label artists are failing. And Kendrick Lamar, by doing this, he basically woke dudes up. Now, he calls himself the king of New York. You know, I don't agree with it, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit back.
Yo, son, I'm the king, nigga. That nigga the king. He talking about me, son. He talking about me, son.
But at the same time, you know, I like Kendrick Lamar because he can rap. So I stay away from that. And hip hop needs this. The only thing that I have a problem with is basically the artists that already been on, who basically been saying nothing for years. Now all of a sudden they want to do response videos. I'm like, dog, man, you have a fan base, man, already. Why are you doing it now? You should have been out there putting out more records and keeping your fan base afloat about what you're doing. Instead, I'm not going to name any names, but you know who I'm talking about. Ash Hawkins. There's a few rappers. Don't say no.
Yeah.
There's a few rappers out there that I ain't hear for 2, 3, 4 years. Then put out a record. Now all of a sudden they come out with a diss record to come back at Kendrick Lamar. That tells me that you're kind of desperate right there, brother. Because the fact is, and you got a fan base. I can see it with some artists that nobody knows about, and they think this is an opportunity to shine. But you got an audience, and you basically slept on the audience and then put out nothing for a couple of years. Now all of a sudden the Kendrick Lamar woke you up. Now all of a sudden you want to put out a diss record against him. That sound like being desperate. It's like you're trying to hold on to something, but you didn't have to hold on at all. You could have just kept on doing what you've been doing for 2, 3 years, you know, instead of stopping and relaxing and chilling on the money you're making.
Never take your eyes off your opponent, even when you bow.
Black feminists.
Mr. Bread.
Listen.
Mr. Bread.
Nobody.
I don't want us to get in trouble because, you know, the feminists are strong. They're strong, 100 strong.
Hold on. Nobody, trust me, no man in this era, well, I'm not saying all men, because there are some men out there that still want a woman to be dependent on them. But let me tell you something.
No problem. Tell him.
Let me tell you something. Most men want y'all to go to and work. Because the fact is, we know how expensive a lot of y'all are. We know that a lot of y'all wants to have the fancy dinners and the nice hotels where y'all can go and have fun, and the clubs. What man in their right mind right now wants to keep you oppressed, so-called oppressed?
Oppressed.
Who? In the right? Not me. I don't care if you work 2 damn jobs. I don't care. You know,
preach.
So talking all this nonsense about black women and black men is keeping y'all trying to keep y'all from working. Are you serious? Please. After all these men out here, the black men talk about how many gold diggers a lot of y'all are. That's the last thing they want to do is a lot of these men have you shackled. Please. Well, you can't work. Nah, a lot of us want you to work. Make that damn money so the money that we make can go into paying bills and saving money for our future kids, college tuition, and bonds. You know? Because us men, it don't take that much for us to spend money. You know, we can buy cheap stuff. We can buy cheap clothes and all that stuff, and we be good to go.
I gotta call you out on that one, brother. Us as real men, we like to do that. But nowadays, those other type of men are not doing what you just said. They spending $130 on sneakers.
Oh yeah. I understand
$200 on shirts.
I understand that, but
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but see, if a guy is single, ain't got no kids, I give him a little pass, but he shouldn't be doing it anyway. He should save his money up and not spend it on nonsense. like $100, $150 sneakers. I mean, come on, man. You know, what? But but they single, I give them a little slide. But when you got a family, listen, you gotta forget about buying $100, $50 sneakers. Now you gotta take that money and make sure that your kids have a college fund or something saved up, and make sure those bills are paid. You know, so you have a roof over your head, like he said, like real men do. You know, but at the same time, ain't no man, most men on this planet want y'all to work, because then that takes pressure off them to really go out there and be able to save that money that they making from there and trying to provide for the family. You know, because a lot of y'all think that providing means just putting food in the kid's stomach and clothes on the kid's back. No, it's also other things too. You know, besides paying the bills, also it's like basically having a future for your kids. You know, building a future. You know, even if you have to start your own business and then pass it on down to them, that's also being a part of being a provider. All right. But at the same time, just because a man want to be the provider, do not mean that he wants you to sit back and take all the money that he's trying to save up for his children, for the children's house tuition and future. No. So that's out the question. So I don't understand what you're talking about. Oppression. I don't know what you're talking about. And another thing that gets me on my nerves right now, and I'm gonna have to say this too, that your feminists always have a problem with a so-called rapper or singer having these half-ass, naked-ass women on there talking about they degrading women, but yet you have women artists themselves who's half-naked on the videos, and you have half of y'all don't say a damn thing, don't say nothing. I seen half of these female artists, they be wearing stuff that look like it's supposed to belong in the strip club, and y'all don't say a word. But yet when the rappers show be on vestments that look the same, they're almost the same, then all of a sudden he's disrespectful to females. No, who's disrespectful to females are rapists. Those are people disrespectful to women, not some guys having some half naked video women in a video. I'm sorry,
Mr. Bread. Mr. Bread, I got the perfect person to analyze the situation. His name is Dr. Bomb Jiggy. Dr. Bomb Jiggy is going to lay his thesis on what you just said. Mr. Dr. Bomb Jiggy, can you have a seat, sir? Call in right now, or later, or whenever. 347-450-1742. The Ash Hawkins and Mr. Brett Show on www.realvisionradio.com. And we gonna have a special guest tonight. His name is Dr. Bomb Jiggy. Mr. Brett,
I'm here.
He's in the building.
Yep.
So, can you like reiterate what you just said?
I basically
let Dr. Bomb Jiggy know and give you his thesis.
To me, when I think of a man disrespecting a woman, I don't think of some man, having a woman on dancing that you think half naked in a video. Because if that's the case, then all the female artists that be dressing half naked is also disrespecting too, to themselves. But I don't see y'all calling them out. I don't see y'all saying that, this is not a good example for females, for young girls. I hardly hear that. But for some reason, when you have video vixens and a male artist video, all of a sudden everything changes. All of a sudden it's disrespectful. No, like I said before, the disrespectful, you need to stop worrying about that. You need to worry about the real issues like the men out there who raping. Those are the guys who are very disrespectful. Those are the guys. Not some artists who got one half-ass, dress-ass woman on a video. That come on. Let's be real.
Never take your eyes off your opponent, even when you bow.
We look what country we live in. We live in a country where you got racists all over the place, and some of them is in higher position. They don't do background checks on these people before they get jobs. They don't do background checks these people before they get into political office. They don't do background checks on these people. So these people they get in there and they start putting down institutional racism and bigotry. And this is what's going on right now. You got a bunch of judges in this country that we know are racist. We know they are, but we can't do nothing about it because they hide it so much. It went underground. You understand? It went underground. You know, got a bunch of cops that really look at black folks that in such a way that they looking to kill us. You know, that's the problem. Like we can't weed them out the way we want to anymore. But we still can't give up. You know, these people are everywhere. They all over. You know, they in the media. You know, you just that's the way it is, man. Like, and we just got to find a way to stop it. We got to counter attack. You know, do our own black media, where it shows a lot of us doing positive things and just negative things. And I'm not just talking about the way BET do it either. I'm talking about regular people, not actors, not rappers and stuff. I'm talking about regular people. You know, showing that the regular people out there in the neighborhoods are doing good things. You know, because when people talk about showing us in a bad light, the first thing they say is BET. I'm like, yo, that's entertainment, man. What about the corporate news media? They worse at showing us in a bad light. Every time somebody get hurt, every time something go down, in the black communities, they deal with the cameras. You know, so that to me is ridiculous, man.
Never take your eyes off your opponent, even when you bow.